Good morning. Robert Frank, RF Custom Leather. Just gonna be tooling up a lighter cover. Just a small little project, but believe it or not, one of these little projects like this actually takes quite a bit of time. I'll go ahead and get some water on here. Before I get too far along, I need to get some tape on the back. And the reason we put tape on the back is because this will help keep the leather from stretching and deforming. Because when you start putting all this stamps and hitting it, it moves the leather around. So what we want to do is move the leather without it just really stretching it out. So we can maintain its shape. Sometimes you're just kind of ready to get started, and you don't know how many times I've started and going, oh, I need to get tape on there. So, let's see here. All right. Get my maker's mark on there. Just kind of get started. So what I'm going to do on this is a little, I'm going to do it like a hand carved basket weave. It's I really like it. I just love the texture that it brings to it, and looks real. There we go. And on one of these lighter covers, I don't actually put a border on there because it gets just the way it works, just because each piece of leather is a little bit different, so I don't have it like sized. I will put the lighter in and determine the stitch line afterwards, and so what that does is a border would be off depending on the where the stitch line's going to be. So I've done enough of these where I just don't do it, and we do that. And I just do random lines. I kind of determine the size that I'm looking for, but nothing is, I don't try to do like exact, like super straight or the same width, because I'll change that up a little bit, kind of like if you were going to have actual if you were actually going to be weaving this up. I mean, you could have the same widths if you did that, but It's not going to be exactly straight because it just the nature of the straps that you're weaving together would be they'll meander a little bit. So I'd like to do something and try to get, somewhat natural looking. I'm wanting it to look real because these are impressions in one piece of leather, but I want it to look like it was actually woven together. It's a pretty cool effect. It's one of my favorites. And when you hold it in your hand, it's just, you really can, it's just nice to feel the texture, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say, but anyway, we'll do this. I'm just kind of drawing an outline right now, and then we'll go ahead with the swivel knife and cut these in. Why not? This is going to end up getting cut off, but we'll see how it goes. We need to get these here extended up here a little bit. This is just a little piece of paper. It's a little heavier. It's a kind of a light cardstock, but I've used this little piece of paper quite a few times. But it's nothing special. Just a little. See, we got a little nice curvy in there. I think all that gives it character. And when I cut it in, they'll probably straighten up with the swivel knife. But this isn't something that we're looking for exacts on. I'm not. I mean, you can do it with exacts to do that, but I don't. I kind of like the little, mix it up a little bit. Okay, that's enough of that. Put that on down. hopefully I'm keeping in the focus screen here. The last video I did, almost all of it was outside of the camera, so get this swivel knife here and see if we can't polish it up a little bit. I gotta be careful though. This is a 3/4 ounce leather, so it's pretty thin. So I'm gonna try to get good impressions with it, but it is thin, so we can. It's easy to cut through it, and it's easy to drive your tools through it. Because I like to get deep impressions, so it's a little more difficult for me to ease up a little bit on the this lighter weight leather. Polishing the edge here a little bit. I think that's good. Let's see here. See, and if you're not perfectly straight, it's all right. It's what we want on this type of a. It gives it a lot of character in the finished product. I'm just going to work around Maker's Mark. We can squeeze right on by there, I think. Then we're just going to come back here and follow these lines here up. Okay. That up. Now we're just going to go ahead and start beveling these. You'll see this start coming together here in just a little bit. I like the smooth beveler when I do this. So a lot of them, usually my bevelers have a little checker to them, and they just do a little checker pattern, which is usually really good for holding on to your antique. But with this, I've just found that hope that's not blocking your view. The smooth just really sets this off. Getting a pretty good burnish on here. And I like it, if you can see here how it's pushed it. I like to get that. It doesn't on every one, but this starts to, you can see here, it kind of gives it this little curve here, and these straps that you're weaving, you would have a little bit. It just brings the realness to it. You don't know how many times people thought that it was really woven. It's just a fun little thing to do, really. Okay, so now we'll just do the other side. So I gotta try to make sure that I keep you guys in the focus here. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all of the support and everything that I've gotten on this journey. All right, and once we got all those done, we're just going to go ahead and turn it this way. Let's see here. That's not right. You want to make sure you get it right. Add just a little bit more water here, starting to dry out on me. Man, I'm really trying to keep this in the window. Hopefully I am, but I keep noticing I think I'm getting out. You see the back, you see all the impressions. It really goes through. So let's figure out where I was at. Looks like out there. Still a little mushy right now. We're going to give it a second. I mean, you can see it's starting to come together here. It's really great. I just really like this. It's kind of a simple thing. It takes a little bit of time, but it's simple, and it's just, I don't know, timeless, I guess. It just never gets old. Sometimes you get a little lost. You gotta find out. You gotta kind of figure out where to go. Uh-oh. See? I just got off track there. We got a little mistake right there. We'll figure that out. It's kind of easy to get off track if you're not, I mean, even if you're paying attention, because I am paying attention, and sometimes that happens. See, look at that wrinkle that we're getting there. That's going to be really great. Okay. Let's work on the other side then. See what we got going on here. This top edge is a finished edge. These sides and the bottom is going to get cut. Here's this spot that messed up earlier. I think we got that fixed pretty good. This area here is probably all likely going to get cut off. All right. Just kind of want to make sure that I've got everything and stuff, and we're going to go back to the swivel knife and do our decorative cuts, which kind of help reinforce the direction of each one. This came out good. I mean, there's I got a lot of depth in here for as thin as this leather is, and which is also okay for what it's going to be used for as a decorative thing. Just go around a lighter. So now we'll just continue on here, and we're just going to kind of start putting some cuts in here. Helps to solidify the direction here. Just kind of random. You know, you want the direction good. You can, you know, put in a couple or just one or two. Had a copperhead up close to the front door this morning. And snakes are, you know, they're definitely around here, but I don't see them a whole lot, and which is good. And they generally want to stay away from you. They don't really want to have anything to do with people. no rush. All right, so there's that. And you guessed it, now we're just going to go to the other side. Do the same thing. And when I start these, I'd go, kind of deep. And then I get let up and let it fade out. And the whole key here, I think, is it's just random. You're not wanting to create everything looks the same. It's kind of wanting to break it all up. Help give it a more natural look. Natural's just not so perfect. Everything's just a little different, and that's the beauty in it. And when you're doing your leather work, I think that's the beauty in it too. It's not perfect. Leather's not perfect. Every piece is a little bit different. It's got little imperfections in it. It tools just a little bit different. It takes dye a little bit different. Kind of get your thumb a little bit tired. So this actually gets wet molded around a lighter, and it holds its shape. So now we're going to go ahead and do the other direction. So not too terribly complicated. It's just kind of a lot of the same thing going on here. trying to stay in the screen here. So even though these are simple little lines, you could really want to take your time with it. You can start getting in a hurry with it, but you want every one of these little cuts to be intentional. And if you get in too big of a hurry, you'll lose that intentionality, and they'll start to get a little wild on you. Yep. I've done that. I've got some wild ones. We can look it over and see. Still got my oil over here, so that would be the next step, is go ahead and get oil on it. I think it came out pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm just gonna put a little coat of neat's foot oil on here and let it dry. This will end up, I'll end up putting a little antique on here. Really pick up in these little lines and really gives good flow. Really like when you get that fresh coat of oil on it after you've tooled it up. Really, starts really bringing it out. All right. So we're gonna let that dry and soak in and stuff, and after that we'll put a resist on it. And after the resist, we'll go ahead and put some antique on it, and then we'll finish it out. Once it's finished, then we can start working on figuring out where we're gonna stitch it and wrapping it around a lighter to get that exact spot, because you want it to fit tight. It's one of them things, it doesn't feel right in your hand if you get it wrong. And I've made quite a few of these, so you get the feel. So if you have the exact place that you're going to want to have your stitching, when anytime your leather's a different weight on it, it changes it just a little bit. And that little bit affects how it feels in your hand. If you get it just a little too loose around there and stuff, it needs to be a really tight fit. So anyway, that's the process. So there's a little lighter cover that we got tooled up today with the basket weave. It's the carved basket weave pattern. So I appreciate you taking the time and hanging out with me and watching. I really appreciate your interest in what I'm doing. And I guess until the next one.